Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we're in the calf shed. You know what this means? It's the time of year again. Calves are underway, well, not underway yet, but will be underway, and we need to get ready. So yesterday Lee done a good bit of work here. He took out the combine heads, he moved the bales of hay, he cleaned out the bottom corner where we were keeping some of our it was like a sick pen for calves, so we could let them on outside and be inside. It's time to get this shed ready. We also reared a few autumn calves. They're all off milk, and we've them outside on grass in a hut. We might show you them later. So we have to clean out there, we have to take out the bales, and we have to get it washed. I'm going to set up the power washer to get live washing straight away, just to rewash this down. It was all washed before the straw went in, but just want to wash it all again, wash this down, take out them bales in the corner, wash that, and just wash everything out again. Two new things we're doing this year over last year when it comes to the shed. One is we're going to be bedding with wood chip, so I'm excited to see how it works out. We might go into a bit more of the reason why we're using it, what I hope it'll do in that when we actually go to do it. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're putting in a sick pen. I'll have to tidy up out here, just scrape back all the stuff that's grown, and there's a couple of trees or branches cut off that tree, just take them out of the way, and we're going to be setting up an agri-plastics hut that we've bought off Timor with the pen, and then we're going to be using that as a sick bay, which is something our vet wants us to do, but we weren't able to do it because we could never figure out what the best way of doing it was. I think the agri-plastic hut should work quite well. Also, you may see in the background our friend here. So this lad here is Hop Along Jack. He broke his leg when we were TB testing, so we got him casted, and he's fine. He still has the cast on him, but he broke a front leg, and he's I won't pull him up because he does his own thing there, but we'll have to find somewhere to put him too. He is up and about, and he's getting on quite well, so he is. Surprisingly, I don't think we've ever had an animal break its leg. Not even break his leg. To be fair, the vet said he shattered his leg, and it's come back. He seems to be getting on 100%. Have to find a home for that. And then we just have to do the usual: wash out, disinfect, stuff in, service the feeder, and block up with straw. So that is today's video. That's the plan. We're going to get this done, and when we do the plastic and the wood chip, I'll explain more about them, why we're doing them, and what I think the benefits of that will be. But anyways, no point talking about it. We better get actually doing a bit of work and get it done. So Liv is now power washing. So while Liv is power washing, I'm going to get them bales moved and clean out there so she can do the whole lot. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, but it shouldn't, because there was no cattle in here since the calves were in here last year, and it's been washed since that. So put the camera on time lapse and we get cracking. And we are back, and yes, I know the last thing you would have seen was time-lapse footage from there looking out, and I don't know how much the battery died, and then I had to go off spread slurry with Father Phil. He was away rolling, so then once he got back we went off at slurry. So Liv has literally power washed the whole shed and cleaned it out during the day. All that's left to do, and I'll come back in after we get a bit of grub, we're just back from spreading, is just to shovel out the muck here and just in front of the calf feeder there, and that's it. Then the shed is power washed out, ready for some lime, wood chip, and then start stacking in bales. But yeah, Liv's had a busy day. Also, you may see the cousin was busy in here. You can see his work there. He just re-secured a lot of timbers and that, and sheeting on the shed, as during the storm we actually lost a couple of sheets off the round roof and on the lean-to. So I done a bit of work just to tidy it up. Busy day, Liv. Any comments? No.
You can actually put that on.
We'll come back in and we finish the cleaning.
Wolf to fetch me. I've been staging a protest, swapping guns for roses, resorted to reverie, campaigners for liberty, here to render a legacy. We are the dreamers and the party queens. I just wanna be myself for a day. Follow me and no one.
So just getting ready to wash down the alleyway here. So I got a half-ton bag put over the feeder because I can't move it. Everything is plumbed. So whatever about them getting dirt and rinsing that off is not too bad, but that's where I don't really want a heap of water and muck splashing up on it. Them I can rinse handy, that not so much. So it's just to rinse this area out. The reason this gets so mucky is because the drain's further up. It just flows on top of the ground and flows down, so it's not great. It badly needs something done with it, but that's a discussion for the end of the video. I have that done as well as I can, so when I get this fired up, get this washed, I have a can of disinfectant. Because we're using the red washer, it has a pipe that you can put into a drum that it'll draw from. Usually if you were washing machine, you'd put on like detergent through it, wash it onto it. So I get the can of disinfectant, put that in, and it'll bring the disinfectant through it, and then just spray the shed everywhere with the disinfectant and let that soak in, and then wood chip and whatnot. So I just want to get this finished tonight, so we can give it time to dry out, and hopefully my bag works. And that's the disinfectant done. Let's see. Just sprayed it all around the shed there. And yeah, that's it. A day or two to dry. And then we start into putting down wood chip. I'll tidy this up in the morning, it's late. And it's time to call it quits. We're just back in the shed now. I have my bales behind there, ready to put in some wood chip with some loose straw pegged in the corner. Lining up bales there. So the plan now is to get some Stalizin, more disinfectant, and shake it everywhere. No, the floor isn't just as dry as I was hoping it would be, but yeah, so it is what it is. So we'll put down Stalizin and then we'll go in with the wood chip. So where's you have the bag, Dia? Huh? Back of the gear, right. We get a bag and we'll go put down some, basically, pink lime. Where is it? Oh, he's on the bales.
He's so nosy, you know.
Yeah, always likes to know what's going on.
Led by fascination, we are the superhuman.
It's time to get some wood chip brought down. So we have a full Arctic load in the meal shed here in one bay, as you can see. It's just a bit of a squeeze to get in. When we get the farm shop done, or the shed for the farm shop done this year, everything that side of me will have been gone, and we'll have this shed solely for meal or tipping stuff in. So just have to be careful I don't push this out to the end wall, but this is our wood chip we bought. So we bought it off a crowd in Tullamore. I think they're Tottenham Timber, I think. And yeah, this is what they call, oh, I can't remember, butt chip I think is what they call it. So the reason we went for this, now it's something I've always wanted to do, is get my hands on wood chip for bedding calves, but never could convince Father Phil. But this year we have a unique situation. We don't have enough straw. We are short on straw. We sold too much straw. Straw yields were poor, so we had to do something. And we have farmers we work for and buy calves off that bed their calves with wood chip. Now it's not to say that it's just wood chip that they put in, but it's wood chip down first, and then they put in straw on top of that to bed their bed down. So that's what we'll be doing. Seems to work very well on the farms. Never heard anyone complain about it, and they do it every year. So we said we would give it, well, I always wanted to try it, but kind of have the excuse now to use it. So it's going to be difficult enough to get into this shed with the shovel. Now I could use the telly, and I will have to use the telly to put stuff that side, but for now this is going to be my quickest way of getting it up with the dual wheels on. The reason they're still on is we're still bushing away, and we need them on to try and not damage the ground too much while we're moving hedging. It's just bloody tight. I don't think I can get any further than that. So we'll be dumping in the wood chip in piles or round and about. So I'll put half of the wood chip that's in that shed in, which is quite a bit, and then the other half will be going into the other calf shed when we get it ready, which will be in another couple of weeks, probably a week or so I'd say, before we'll have it ready. So it's just going to be tight and awkward. So the reason I've always wanted to use wood chip is because the wood chip, and from what I've seen on the farms that we work on, the wood chip creates like a barrier between the straw and the liquid. So you put in your wood chip with your straw on top, the liquid soaks down through the straw, down through the wood chip, and then goes below the wood chip. The wood chip wouldn't have wild soakage, I would imagine, but it creates a barrier between the liquid and the straw. So rather than when you're bedding straw all the time and the wetness soaks up through the straw, the wood chip creates a bit of a barrier between the wetness, the liquid, and the straw, and it helps keep pens drier, and it helps keep the whole thing nicer. And the hope is, with the wood chip and keeping the moisture out of the straw, that we should get longer in between beddings. That's the theory. Now we're also told with the wood chip, if you run through the shed with, you know, even just a grape or something just to ruffle it up, you'll get a lot longer out of the wood chip as well. So we're going to have a bit of a play and see how it works, but I think it'll be a great job. I think it's going to keep the bedding drier and cleaner, and just all round going to be a good job. That's my opinion. That's why I've always wanted to try it, but we have it now. So it's just a matter of getting it down. So it's going to take a few minutes. We'll keep at this, and we'll try and get this in within a relative amount of time.
Indestructible, wild party animals. Horizon is changing, new world rearranging.
So it is the wood chip. So Father Phil came to give us a hand. So our deepest, now this bit here is to be kind of shoved that way with the telly, and we have to move this, but we're going to put the deepest part of the wood chip in next to feeder, where the heaviest traffic is in this area here, because it tends to be the wettest. But up this end of the shed is all pretty dry most of the time. The track across the middle there can be wet on the far side, so we're aiming for, I'd say there's probably, what, half a foot, 6 inches a wood chip. So just to get a bit there, I might swap with Liv, give her a break, and let her put the camera on time lapse. I'll start doing a bit. Yeah,
We'll get another fork.
where's the other one?
This is my pig one. So
I know, so where's the next one?
everyone keeps stealing the fork.
Was that the one I had last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pig.
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 Right.
Fear is contagious. We'll lead them out into greatness. I just wanna be myself for a day. Falling.
And now, that's the wood chip all in, all levelled out. So we're just getting our gates and stuff set up now at the minute. Liv's just tidying up the power washer. Father Phil's starting to put in bales. So bales all around there. We left a bit of wood chip out there so that the bale will sit on it, and then that'll let the effluent out of the shed and get caught in the drain outside. We've also, while we're at it, we put in the dehorning crate and our little holding pen here, so that Liv wants to go dehorn a calf or dehorn a bunch of calves, she can easily open gate, run them around, in, do, out. It's just set up. The job has to be done another day, and it just means maybe we might get a few more done this year than last. So just one more gate to put in there, and the lock of bales. We're going to leave the wood chip exposed for tonight, and we're picking up calves tomorrow, so we'll bed it before we go to get calves. We're going to leave quite a large area up here, probably from straight across there to there. Half of that we'll probably leave just wood chip, because this is the high traffic area. It has the feeders, has the drinker, it'll have the meal truss. Oh, we need to put a foot dip in. So we'll probably leave most of this without straw, or if we do put straw, it'll be very minimal, so that if it does get mucky here, what I was told to do is just go in with the fork and just turn it over through the wood chip. That's supposed to do a good job. Over there, we'll put all the truss along them gates there, and we'll leave this area here just as the high traffic. So we'll only really be putting straw in all here. This will be their sleeping quarters, that's their feeding quarters. The one thing, the smell of this reminds me of the ploughing championships and the bark mulch that they put down everywhere. It's probably the same stuff. Now the only thing is, it is a little bit damp of itself. We've have it, how long have we have it now? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
It was a big pile.
Yeah, we did keep it in a pile, but we probably could have done with turning it. It's a little bit damp of itself, so that's why we're not putting straw now, just give it a chance to dry out another bit. But yeah, no, it's coming together nicely. Next big job is to up the sick pen, which is probably going to be an after dinner excursion. It's coming together nicely. So I'm just testing out how comfortable the wood chip is before I level it. So you may be wondering, what's this pile here for? Well, we're about to set up our sick pen outside of the shed. We'll bring the hut in a minute, but first job is to level this off. But I'm quite comfortable here. It's going to be a good behind the pen now. It's going to be quite deep. Stop! Oh my God. We're a bit low on this.
We're basically just sliding it.
Yeah. Now I have to lift it.
That looks nice.
Here we have it. Excuse the oil. A pipe is leaking on the teleporter. We lifted it this far to telly, but we gotta get it set up now. Spin around.
And maybe we can take the bark out.
Yes, we can definitely redistribute the bark. Probably angle it more that way too, because you have to remember how big the pen is.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to move. Nice things.
No, I'm gonna get a welly full of bark mulch here. It's like you're purposefully throwing it wherever I stand. I lift it up, you tidy it in. Right?
More that back corner.
Now, tidy it in. Oh, have to do the front now. So you would have seen, we seen these while we were in the Netherlands. Now, we have bought 2 of these. We were brought out to the Netherlands and Germany to look at things, and we seen these out there, but we bought these. We seen how they looked. We thought this would be a good idea for them to give us a sick pen or a hospital pen for our calves. And we bought them, not paid for, not sponsored, no discount. We bought them, okay? So everyone is clear, not an ad. But we do work with Kriva, which is the importers, or you know how you want to put it. And these came through Timor Engineering for anyone who is interested.
But we didn't get paid to say that.
We didn't get paid to say that. But we were on a trip in the Netherlands and Germany looking at them. Well, anyways. So we seen them and we thought this is a good idea. One of the things our vet wanted us to do, but we weren't able to do in our shed, was have a sick pen. So we decided this would be a great idea because we now have an any sick calf we have, we can put a jacket on them, we can move them out here. We have to put up gates and stuff now to come with the whole package. We'll do that after. But we'll be able to move him out here. He'll be outside of the shed in clean air. Now, yes, he is very close and the wind is currently blowing that way. He's now out of the shed. That is our theory. Maybe we should have put it a little bit further away from the shed, but we still need to be able to move him in and out. So that's why we went with this, to have a sick pen, to tick the box so the vet will be happy. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. Now, to be fair, we didn't have many issues last year in the shed, did we? We got on very well, but it's another...
We don't need it while now we have
Yeah,
it.
we probably won't need it now we have it, but it's like that. It's just another
Let's do it
tool.
together, come on.
It's another tool to the arsenal in calf rearing. So we're going to start trying to put all them gates together now, and there's no instruction booklet, so this is going to be fun.
I just want
As Liv has perfectly demonstrated there, part of the feature of this hutch is this thingamajig here. So it's like a guillotine door you can open and you can throw in your bed in here. And this bar, this bar here is on a latch here. So when you're bedding, you can take it out, or you can have it open for extra ventilation for calves. Then bar goes down and you can throw in bedding. You seen Noel actually explaining it in the time we were away. We thought it'd be a good job now. But that's how that works. Now we try and figure out how these gates fit onto it. And now there is our sick pen in our agri-plastics with our Timor engineering pen on the front. So it's for 6 calves. So you can see you have space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have little space there. You could hook a bucket on and bucket feed calves or whatever. It's designed for 6, the whole job. Wood chip is in, and yes, when we do the next one, we will be putting it all together and then putting in the wood chip. Not putting the wood chip down and then having to shovel it about 10 times. Yeah, the joys. Anyways, shed is done now. So we have our pen put in for putting calves in for vaccinating or dehorning, wherever Liv wants to do. Wood chip in, so we're going to leave it bare now till tomorrow, and then we'll blow in some straw. There's Hopalong out there. And yeah. So we probably won't bed or put straw down here. If we think there's an issue with calves not going across or not liking the wood chip, we might, but we're going to leave this area just wood chip, and all our feeders, troughs, drinkers, everything there, so that we can just turn that over, see how that goes. Our straw is all in. Now we don't have straw to do what we normally do and put in our chicanes, so we're going to see how that works out. But I'm happy, and we have a lot of wood chip in. Like, I would say over the most of the floor there's a good foot of wood chip. There's a lot of wood chip, so I'm hoping I think this could be the biggest change for us. I think the wood chip, I have a feeling that it could work really, really well for keeping the bedding dry, which will keep calves warmer, and just, yeah, I think it's going to work really, really well. I think it could be the game changer, the wood chip. But we did get on quite well last year with the calves in the shed. So it was only when we let them out and then we had our worm dose didn't work, that's when we kind of hit the fan. But apart from that, we got not too bad last year. Some of you may remember last year said, oh, I'll go build a shed for this year. But a new purpose-built calf shed greenfield site off the back. And I probably give myself too much time to think about it, and the more I thought about it, the less I kind of wanted to do that, because we kind of came up with a different kind of a plan. Now it's a long way off, it could be 2 years or more away, but we're thinking we'll redevelop this area. So this shed, the hay shed, the lean-to, the wall behind me, and going that way where a sick pen is, and there's an old grain bin and kind of that. Redevelop this into a purpose-built calf shed with good drainage and probably some kind of a tank and all of that, and also a viewing area, whether it be a platform or just an area where when we get the farm shop up and running, that we'll be able to direct people from the farm shop to here, that they'll be able to come in and see the calves in the shed doing what calves do, just as another attraction for the farm shop and that. And that's kind of what put me off doing the other job, because it'll be too far away. It's the other end of the farm, whereas here we'll be beside the shop. Bit of an issue maybe crossing the avenue, but I think it could work, and it could work really well. I know it's going to cost more because we're trying to redo a place, but we'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, I think, as well, because we get 2 sheds out of it. Because we take this down and then put this shed up, probably the other side of the dung pit, which then will move all our straw storage out there, extra machinery storage, extra storage undercover out there, then purpose-built calf shed here. Going to make it more expensive, but I think in the long run it'll work well, and I really would like that we could have it as a visitor attraction to be able to come into the shed. There would be, you're not going to be able to walk into the pen and start petting calves, and there would be a barrier, you wouldn't be able to touch a calf, but you'd be able to look in, see the calves, doing what calves do, jumping around, playing and working off the feeder. So that's why I didn't do a shed out there. I was thinking, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it where I think it would work best. And yeah, but we're 2 years, I'd say, maybe even 3 years before we'd even tackle it. We've got to get the farm shop done, and we're doing the house as well. So I have enough on my plate between doing them 2 projects and maybe getting a grain shed up, but that should be cheap and cheerful kind of a job. And if I can get a second-hand shed, I'd do that. But calf shed has to be done right. We've put up too many sheds that were built with no specific purpose in mind, just to be a bit of everything. So, but anyways, look up. We're going to leave it at that for today's video. What do you think? Do you think our sick pen is going to make a difference, or do you think this wood chip is going to be the game changer? I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be massive. Calves coming tomorrow, and bit of a change on how we're going to be feeding the calves and that, and I'll explain that all. That's for Tuesday's video when the first calves come and we get them in and see how they like the wood chip. But let me know in the comments what you think. Wood chip a game changer, sick pen, what you think of it. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from us. Good luck.